from Television Park, this is Good Morning Augusta on WJBF News Channel 6.
As summer nears, many people may want to cross those pesky chores off of their to-do list. Joining me today is Mark Boyd with House Doctors of the CSRA with some home improvement tips. Nice to meet you, my friend.
Hey, very good to be here this morning.
All right, so we're talking about some myths when it comes to home improvements. So the first one is do it yourself always saves money.
Well, a lot of people take into account the DIY or the cost of do-it-yourself just from the receipt they got at Home Depot or Lowe's or their local home improvement store. But we look at that as a total cost of, how much time did you spend, how many trips did you make? Yeah. Everybody starts out with that project and they go get one or two things and then they move into it. And even for us in the business, we're constantly back and forth. And when you add up the total cost and the total amount of time expended, it gets excessive. And then once you get into it, a lot of times what we see is people get halfway into a project. Yeah. They demo a room, begin the project, and then they realize they're over their head. Mm-hmm. And then sometimes they have gone to a point where it costs even more for us to repair what was there done before we can move to the next stage. And
it's probably because they're watching those home improvement shows, right?
Well, a lot of the home improvement shows win in the edit room.
Absolutely.
Because they're moving through that show in a timely fashion. As I sit and watch those shows, I'm always looking for that guy leaving the scene. They always catch the tail end of a guy or a girl leaving the scene, doing the work, and there's probably 19 people behind the camera that you can't see.
Absolutely.
So.
Well, my friend, is trendy always best?
We're fortunate to live in Augusta. There's a lot of older homes, well-crafted homes, and there's some newer contemporary homes, and either one is fine as you move into building a home or remodeling a home. But the classic designs, either contemporary or traditional, you want to stay with that. And when you're thinking about building or remodeling, you have to think about what is it on the home, how's it going to affect resale value. I see a lot of people throw up a temporary project for an immediate need, a mother-in-law or a father-in-law or a child with special needs or things like that, and they do that without much care to how it affects the home value. So you may spend a lot of money doing that improvement to be trendy or to take care of an immediate need, but it could devalue your home drastically if it's not done appropriately.
Yeah. All right, so you already touched on the third myth, which was remodeling is fast and easy. So since we only have a little bit of time left, let's go to the fourth one. Always go big on renovations and improvements.
Yeah, I see a lot of people want to do all of it at once, and if you're living in the house for a long time, you can take that in stages, and we can help with doing some of that work in stages. Again, you can overdo the improvement to price yourself out of the market, to price yourself out of the neighborhood. You don't want a 10,000 square foot house in a neighborhood where most of them are 2,500 square feet. You won't get a comparable sale there. So you have to be as careful as you can in planning what you're going to add to the house or what you're going to do.
All right. Well, sounds good, Mark. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
We'll have Mark's contact information on WJBF.com. Your forecast is up next.